With this, we now enter the final event of this memorable day, the anniversary function. May we now request Dr. Abraham to escort the dignitaries to the dais, please. Let us now stand up for the invocation song Tamil Thai Varthu.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கையிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதி திக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடர்கள் திருநாளும் தக்க சிறு திரையுடலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரமை திறந்து என்று செய்ய மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
The welcome address and the annual report for the year 2012-13 will be presented by Dr. Didipya Devaprasad from NCRM Chennai.
Good evening, one and all. We hope it was a day of good learning and there was at least something to learn and carry home in science. Though the inauguration of NCRM was on the 24th of September 2005, we wanted to celebrate the anniversary in the month of October when the Nobel Prizes are announced, which is a part of the dreams and vision of NCRM. As we always say that not just someone associated with NCRM should get a Nobel Prize in future, but we want NCRM to be an institute that produces at least one Nobel laureate in the future. Research needs involvement and teamwork. The work of NCRM has been made possible by the continued guidance from our Japanese collaborators and the teamwork between the like-minded Indian and Japanese scientists. We've been receiving a lot of encouragement and support from the Consulate of Japan because of the good office of Mr. Masanori Nakano, the Honorable Consul General of Japan at Chennai. We welcome you, sir. We heartily welcome Father Francis Xavier, the Director of Loyola ICAM College of Engineering and Technology, Professor Masaharu Senu, Professor Koji Konu, and Mr. Nonako Haruwa from Japan. A warm welcome to the participants of the quiz, the quiz master, the speakers, the moderators of the plenary and symposium, students, physicians, scientists, members from our collaborating institutes, all well-wishers and members of the press and the public to this formal function. I shall present in brief and summarize what we have accomplished in the following 8 years. After 8 years of academic research and translational track work in collaboration with leading institutes and universities from all over the world, NCRM has expanded its facility to the Loyola ICAM College of Engineering and Technology by inaugurating the translational division called MITH, the Mario Yoshio Translational Hexagon, which will have the state-of-the-art cell processing and tissue engineering facility, and the scholastic division named FEAT, the Fujio EG Academic Terrain that will conduct all academic training. We thank the team of LICET for their constant support and encouragement which has made this possible. This year marks a special milestone in the NCRM's academic initiative. NCRM is now an academic institute affiliated with the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University for a 2-year MSc program in regenerative medicine. This program commenced on the 14th of October and 2 students have been admitted to this course this year. It was a great boost to our morals because the TPRM program has entered its 6th successful batch. What could be a more meaningful year than 12 publications from NCRM in the fields of cornea, retina, functional foods in immunology and diabetology, immunotherapy, nanotechnology, medical education research, and also a few presentations in prominent meetings. One special mention has to be made of the paper that was presented in association with the faculty from the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University in the 40th AMI conference. Among those publications, a 6-year analysis of the trend of participation along with the feedback from the NCRM niche was an eye-opener on the decreasing trend of competitiveness among our students, and also an opinion was taken from the NCRM and niche delegates on whether the smallpox virus stock should be destroyed or not, and this was published in the Scientific World Journal. Academically, till date, the NCRM has trained 15 clinicians and scientists through the TPRM, propagated stem cell science to nearly 2,500 students of medicine and biotechnology to the NCRM niche, and made 800 top-level students become thoroughly knowledgeable in the basics of regenerative medicine through the Physio Cup quiz. Clinically, we have treated close to 100 patients with advanced cancer, stage 3, stage 4, with autologous immune enhancement therapy. Other than research pursuits, we are also proud that some of our research team members and scholars have showcased the musical talent by composing a song as a tribute to Chennai, named as Chennaiku Oru Isai Vanakkam, which has been released by Angry and Nut. In this venture of taking developments in science to society with responsibility, but for the support of our collaborators, well-wishers, and every one of you, we wouldn't have come far this much. So first of all, I thank every one of you who have contributed to our growth, especially the God-given team of around 20 colleagues of mine in NCRM, India, and approximately 50 scientists and clinicians in Japan, whose ceaseless efforts have made contribution to our progress. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now request Mr. Sendil Kumar to give a brief glimpse of the training program in regenerative medicine and the NCRM's MSc course on regenerative medicine.
Good evening. The training program in regenerative medicine called TPRM is affiliated with University of Toronto, McMaster University and Ottawa University and consists of series of 30 lectures in this program webcasted from University of Toronto. Toronto University is where stem cells were first discovered, and at the end of the program the participants get a certificate from the Stem Cell Network Canada and University of Toronto. The purpose of this initiative is to encourage a transdisciplinary integrative approach to health research. We take immense pleasure in acknowledging that the 5th batch of TPRM has been completed and the 6th batch is running successfully this year. The 8th year is a prominent milestone of NCRM's academic initiative, with the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University granting affiliation to NCRM to start a 2-year fully fledged Masters in Science in Regenerative Medicine degree course. The aim of this program is to impart the current knowledge and expertise on regenerative medicine to the students of basic science, medicine, dentistry, veterinary sciences and allied fields. 2 students have been admitted to the course this year, and the course is being conducted in NCRM campus in Chennai. The Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University will award the course completion certificate to those candidates who complete the course successfully. We are sure that this great initiative by the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University will be an important step in the giant leap in achieving the ultimate goal of regenerative medicine, which is to develop treatments for diseases and disorders which have no cure at present. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We request Father Francis Xavier, Director of Loyola ICAM College of Engineering and Technology, to award the certificates to the TPRM scholars for the batch 2012-13. We call upon Ms. Kausalya to receive the certificate. We call upon Mr. Jishu Rao to receive the certificate. Mr. Karthik and Mr. Rajmohan to receive their certificate. We now request Father Francis Xavier to award the enrollment certificates to the MSc Regenerative Medicine candidates. We call upon Dr. A. Sabita and Dr. S.P. Preeti to receive their enrollment certificates. We request Father Francis Xavier to award the Certificate of Appreciation to Ms. Bhu Lakshmi of Acharya Nagarjuna University for emerging as a winner of a scientific essay competition on stem cell and regenerative medicine held in February 2013. Thank you, Father. We now request our Honorable Consul General of Japan, Mr. Masanori Nakano, to kindly inaugurate the Fujo EG Academic Terrain Feat, the Academic Division, and Mary Yoshiko Translational Hexagon Myth, the Translation Division of NCRM, which has now moved as an upgraded facility to the Loyola College of Engineering and Technology inside Lisset campus of Loyola, Chennai. The MSc course of Regenerative Medicine and the TPRM course will be conducted at the feet, and the basic translation work will be done at the myth. Thank you, sir. We now request Father Francis Xavier to address the audience.
Honorable Consul General of Japan, Mr. Masanori Nakano, Dr. Samuel Abraham, Director of NCRM, Dr. Joe Swaminathan, Principal of Loyola UCAM College of Engineering Technology, Dr. Selvanayagam, Dean of Research, Lisset, and Professor Koji Kono, Mr. Masanori Nakano, all the dignitaries on the stage, and all the people present here, good evening to you all. It's a great day when the NCRM facility at Loyola UCAM College of Engineering Technology is inaugurated. At the outset, I congratulate Dr. Samuel Abraham and his dedicated team of scientists and research scholars and wish NCRM team all the best. Multidisciplinary research is the order of the day. It's not only synergy, but also creative. Further, it is innovative, wherein research, industry, and academic institutions come together and work on the needs of the people. I'm happy that NCRM Research Lab is housed in Lisset. The motto of Loyola institutions is "Let your light shine." And NCRM, by addressing the needs of the people, especially the eyesight, makes light shine in the people who are going to benefit by the research facilities at Lisset. While NCRM concentrates on tissue engineering and stem cell research, Lisset would work along in cryogenics. The combined efforts would benefit the common people. When one hears about stem cell research, the reaction might be polarized, since ethical and moral issues must be involved. But when the research guarantees the eyesight of the people, then it would be beneficial to the humankind. It is in this area of collaboration that Lisset has come forward to house the facility of NCRM at Lisset in Loyola campus. There is one more interest for Lisset. Being an engineering college, Lisset is striving to form the young engineers and as men and women of competence, commitment, creativity, and compassion, and the parameter of the parents is the effective placement. In this context, Lisset brings in the industry inside the institution so that there could be institution-industry networking for the formation of students. Lisset is working on training nearly a dozen industries and research facilities to the institution, and the NCRM is the first of the facilities. I'm happy that we could begin our endeavor with the NCRM, and I'm sure that it would bring forth the desired fruit of research and industry as well as academic collaboration. Lisset is organizing an industry meet on November 8th, where more than 180 industries would take part for discussion on reducing skill gap of the students between the academic output and industrial expectation to create a better technological world. The NCRM annual event of bringing scholars and scientists together not only motivates the young and budding scientists, but also it is an occasion to identify people with optimum skill and will to work for the needy in the society. I wish NCRM all the best in the people-oriented research, and I am sure the Indo-Japan research would evolve also as engineering medical research. I wish Dr. Sam and his team at NCRM all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Now we request Mr. Haruo Nonaka to address the gathering.
Respected Consul General Mr. Masanori Nakano, learned faculty students, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to combine my greeting and best wishes to you on this 8th anniversary of NCRM, especially on behalf of Mr. Yoshio Morozumi, through whom we are supporting the research and academic activity of Nichiren. MEDIAS is a listed organization in Japan. Involved in the healthcare industry, serving hospital and institute with nearly 60 years of standing. We are glad to know that the in Japan Research Institute has done a lot of contribution to society, especially in cornea research and cancer treatment, by combining technology from Japan and clinicians of India. We shall continue to increase our involvement in these kind of activities in the future to help develop novel solutions in healthcare for the future of mankind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now request our Consul General of Japan, Mr. Masanori Nakano, to address the gathering.
Good evening. Vanakkam, namaskar. Professor Masaharu Seno, Okayama University, Japan. Fr. Francis P. Xavier SJ, Director, Loyola Campus, Chennai. Professor Koji Kono, Yamanashi University, Japan. Dr. Samuel Abraham, Director, Nichiren Center for Regenerative Medicine, NCRM. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy and honored to be here on this days and address the August gathering of prominent medical doctors and medical students to celebrate the 8th anniversary of Nichiren Center for Regenerative Medicine, NCRM. Before I could say something, let me congratulate Dr. Samuel Abraham and NCRM team for its affiliation with one of the most prestigious universities in Tamil Nadu, Dr. MGR Medical University, for a 2-year MSc program in regenerative medicine. Now science and technology have developed tremendously in the last few decades. One such advancement is in the field of stem cell studies and researches. STEM research benefits are mainly concentrated in the field of medical science, more precisely in the treatment of certain genetic disease and chronic illnesses. As you are all well aware, last year, Dr. Shinya Yamanaka, Japanese scientist, had won the Nobel Prize for his contribution to the medical science. He has given a new dimension in the stem cell therapy through his research. Stem cell has very high potential growth not only in the present medical field, but also in the rapid growing industries all over the world. According to scientists, stem cells are the most promising tools in combating genetic disorders and human diseases, such as diabetes, cancer, Parkinson's disease, heart disease, etc., which are difficult to treat by conventional therapeutic methods. At this juncture, I used to say that NCRM, since its inception, 2005, has been rendering a selfless efforts in this area and has been making laudable efforts in curing diseases through research, training, and clinical applications in regenerative medicines using stem cells. Since 2005, NCRM has been undertaking many diverse programs under the valuable guidance of Dr. Samuel Abraham. Adding one more feather in his cap, the recent research in the treatment of urethral stricture with the help of buccal mucosa. This was presented sometime before. I sincerely hope that this will benefit the patient with the urinary tract infection in the coming year. Besides this research, NCRM has extensive research collaborations with both domestic and international research organizations. I understand that till date, NCRM has trained nearly 2,500 students of medicines and biotechnology in stem cell science, and also clinically treated close to 100 patients with advanced cancer using autologous immune enhancement therapy. In view of the achievements so far realized successfully, I wish to commend the Center for its dedicated efforts and extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Center on celebrating its 8th anniversary. Today's event is a valuable occasion, providing an opportunity for medical doctors of both Japan and India to share their experiences on technology and clinical applications in the field of stem cell. I'm sure that such occasions pave way for more strengthened mutual cooperation and collaboration between our two countries, not only in the field of medicine, but also beyond it. NCRM is indeed an excellent example of collaboration between the two countries mutually benefiting from each other's advantages. That is Japan's highly developed technology on biomaterials and stem cell, and India's skilled hands of researchers and clinicians. Now I wish to congratulate the winners of the Fujio Cup quiz, which is named after a renowned Japanese physician and a mentor of Dr. Abraham, Dr. Fujio Takayama. Through this quiz program, NCRM has been promoting the stem cell awareness among students and young researchers of medicine, life sciences, and biotechnology in India. I sincerely wish each and everyone has attained highest achievements in his or her research career and bring laurel to your home countries. Before concluding my speech, once again I'd like to wish NCRM continued success in all its endeavors in the field of stem cells and regenerative medicines. Thank you very much. Nanduri.
This is my privilege to stand here to thank the Honorable Consul General, Father Francis Xavier, and everybody for the nice words. But I would like to share with you that it is not me or the 20 people here, but the 50 scientists and people who had given ideas to those 50 scientists. For example, in 1988, Professor Mori gave an application for a funding of a polymer scaffold. It was rejected. He gave a proposal based on another 13 publications in which some 76 people had contributed from 1957. So what we are doing is a very small and simple job. And now since we have some time, there was nobody having come forward for this feedback on this program today. It need not be a positive one. We would like to have your negative criticisms also. If anyone, you can please come forward and share with us here. Please come forward, somebody. So there are no complaints? No suggestions? I think there are many of you waiting to come. If somebody comes, then you'll be following, right? Why not you be the leader and come forward and share your thoughts and how we can improve further? Is there anyone? Okay. And anybody? Nobody? Now I would like to answer a question that was asked by one of my colleagues. He asked me, why are you inviting young students? There are no doctors here. Is there any answer you can think about? Anybody? See, we wanted to catch people young. And there are so many other answers, but I'll tell one anecdote. 3 years ago, a professor from Yale University had come to Delhi, and he called us just in the evening saying that I want to come and visit NCRM. How far is it? He was even willing to come flying the previous day and stay one day. Then I asked him, how did you get to know? He said, it seems that you guys are conducting a program called a stem cell quiz. And one of the winners of the quiz is my student. And that guy is a brilliant guy, so I wanted to know who is conducting this, who initiated, who motivated him to do this. So this is one of the answers. And unfortunately, the last year's paper that we had published shows a trend of competitiveness among our students is going down. As Father Francis Xavier was sharing with us, interdisciplinary research is not an option or choice, it is mandatory. And say, for example, Dr. Surya Prakash Vadi's presentation, it involves material science, chemistry, tissue engineering, urologist, and somebody having a long years of patience of cell biology, clean cell culture. And the work was done by Dr. Parikumar. We are working on approximately 240 different nanomaterials. And more than 10,000 to 10,000 times, Professor Haraguchi's team would have failed in making the nanopolymer. They started his work in 1999. And until it reached a shape, more than 100,000 times they would have failed. So that all is not shown. However, the failures taught us how not to do. So what we have learned, I'm sharing with you, so you can take the message from here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We now request Mr. G. Venkatramani, Trustee Hope Foundation, to honor the guest with mementos. Thank you, sir. We now request our Honorable Chief Guest, the Consul General of Japan, Mr. Masanori Nakano, to hand over the Certificate of Appreciation for the finalist of Future Cup Quiz 2013. We call upon Mr. Shivabalan from the Institute of JIPMER and Mr. Daya Guruvaran to the dais. We call upon Manoj Kumar and Muthu from Anna University. We call upon Gauri Shankar and Jnanamani from Chengalpattu Medical College. We call upon Nipun Santir and Pranya from MIRM. We request our Honorable Consul General of Japan, Mr. Masanori Nakano, to present the certificate and the cash prize for Rs 10,000 to the runners of the Future Cup Quiz, Mr. Rupesh Kumar and Satya Sagar of Madras Medical College, Chennai. Now is the time of the day. We request our Honorable Consul General of Japan to award the Future Cup along with the cash prize for Rs 20,000 to the winners of today's Future Cup, Mr. Ramakrishnan and Vijendran of AC Tech Anna University. Thank you, sirs. We now request Mr. Karthik from NCRM to deliver vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Nichin Center for Regenerative Medicine, I, Karthik, take this opportunity to express our gratitude to His Excellency, the Honorable Consul General of Japan, Chennai, Mr. Masanori Nakano, for all his encouragement to the Indo-Japan activities through NCRM and for being the chief guest in 8th anniversary function of NCRM, the NCRM NIST 2013. We thank the esteemed guest of today, Professor Masagaru Sano and Professor Koji Kono, for gracing the occasion and enlightening us with their fascinating lectures. We thank Father Francis Xavier, Director Lisette, for gracing the occasion and for his constant encouragement towards the activities of NCRM. We thank Mr. Nonaka Haro, Executive Director, Medis Holdings from Japan, for his fascination and support to our research activities. We thank the speakers of today's symposium, Professor Chidambaram, Dr. Parikumar and Dr. Surya Prakash, for enlightening us with the existing presentation on their relevant work in stem cells and regenerative medicine. But for the moderators who had scrutinized and given their remarks, this would not have been a scientific meet. We thank Dr. Subramaniam and Dr. Saravana Ganesh for moderating the plenary and symposium lectures. We thank the special invitees, all our TPRM members, all the teams members, accompanying person who participated in the quiz, as well as the heads of the institutes and relevant departments who had sent their teams for participation, without whose cooperation this quiz would not have been a success, and participation of the plenary session and symposium. A special mention to our collaborators from India and abroad. Loyola ICAM College of Engineering Technology and their staff of support towards the activities of NCRM, Mercer Savera Hotels, Mr. Sivakumar and artist, Mercer's Tonal Service, photographers Mr. Sam Prasad, Mercer's Mahalakshmi Floatis, Security Service, for their service towards this function. Members of the press having come and carrying the message about this news field to the public. Very special thanks to Dr. John Sudhagar, the quiz master, the blah blah busters, Dr. DDPR Deva Prasad and Dr. Saravana Ganesh, all well wishers, those who had sent creating messages, all members of the IEC and ICSCRT of NCRM, staffs of medical, paramedical and educational institutes, members of the public, the advisors of NCRM, Professor Mori, Dr. Yoshioka, Dr. Arak, Dr. Jean Kurosawa and Dr. Tirunuma, scientific and administrative staff of NCRM. Last but the most important person, unseen guest in today's event and who has always been with NCRM, the Almighty.
Thank you, sir. The national anthem of Japan, followed by the national anthem of India, will be played now. We now request everyone to stand up for the national anthems. As the 8th anniversary celebration, the NCRM Niche 2013 draws to an end, we thank one and all for making this event a grand, memorable one. Looking forward to see you on October 11th next year, yet another grand celebration, the NCRM Niche 2014. Thank you.